Avoid and exploit may demand you to change your planning and major strategies, which not always is the case.
For example, if we are going ahead of the schedule, then shall we go for replanning?
Avoid means the residual risk that I was leaving in case of mitigate. I can't leave that over here. I have to remove this risk. And accordingly, this applies to both of these, applies to the important risk, important or critical risk. You can't always have the provision or the leverage to avoid or exploit for every other risk as a project manager, because it requires a lot of different things at the back. It puts a lot of things at stake to get to this point. Avoid means that this is not going to happen. Probability is 0%, period. That this is what avoid is. Completely remove it. It's not going to occur. After, of course, applying your response strategy, it should not occur. And accordingly, there is no residual risk. Same is the case with opportunity. This risk is definitely going to occur. 100%. You are going to make sure or make every effort to ensure that this is going to come with your response plan. And accordingly, there is no residual risk in this case as well. However, in both cases, what you are putting at stake, to do that, to avoid or to exploit, there is a possibility that you may need to change your plans. You may need to change your budgets. You may need to change, add more resources. You may need to change critical path. So this may require to change your project management planning or delaying the project or maybe crashing more resources. Not crashing, because crashing is for the same reason, like more resources, more budgets, maybe management reserves as well. Although management reserve doesn't really apply in case of known risk, but at times some known risks and their budgets or their reserves that those risks demand are outside your contingency level. So to cover up those, you need support from your senior management. But in that case, you need to go for escalation. Management reserve is not the right say, my bad. Right. So avoid and exploit may demand you to change your planning and major strategies. Okay. Which not always is the case.
For example, if we are going ahead of the schedule, then shall we go for replanning?
That's a different replanning. We are talking about avoid and exploit, and how do we do that? You can do for change. You can go for change planning for any reason where change is demanded. But we are talking about the change which is needed just to make sure that a risk is avoided. If you are already going ahead of time, right, then this is not a condition for avoid, neither a condition for exploit.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I was not asking keeping in view the risk. I'm just trying to
Yes.
understand that
Yes. In case of
if
ahead of time as well, you should be going for change management. Yes, you can go for change. However,
okay,
if you are already delivering ahead of time, the change of plans doesn't really make uh, a sense because if you are already delivering, then the reports are going to reflect that. So change of plan is needed when you are overrunning. If it is underrunning, then the reports are automatically going to reflect that, right? So even if you are not going to change it, that's going to be fine. You are already delivering ahead of that.
Okay.
But yes, you should be informing the right stakeholders if you are delivering early.